Hey Trinity family, happy Friday. Good to see you again on this end of the camera. We're on the start of a great weekend ahead of us, and I want to share a few things just to encourage us today, and also a few things happening in the life of the church in the week and the weeks ahead. So firstly, number one, this Sunday we are once again and every Sunday coming together for our one church gathering time together. All the details are on the email below. Second thing is get connected and stay connected. I know for some of us this has been an overwhelming time of trying to learn new technologies and trying to get connected and feel a little uncomfortable even at times with videos, etc. But get connected, stay connected. If you need help, reach out. There's many things happening during the course of the week. Life groups, prayer times, middle school age youth have got a great connect time on Friday evenings, and that's open. Invite friends and family to that as well. All of these things, invite friends and family. These are great times to encourage one another. The third thing is we are having a time of prayer and fasting coming up in the next couple of weeks. May 13 through 15, Wednesday through Friday. All the details are below. We'd love you to join us for that time. And fourth, but not last, by any means the least, is Ken and Michelle Grenfell. We're so excited that they're going to be joining us live. I wish it was in person, but they're going to be joining us in our Sunday gathering on May 17th, just a couple of weeks from now. So we look forward to inviting them and joining with them to celebrate with us. Lastly, I want to wrap up with this. Just a word of encouragement for you. It's something that God has ministered deeply to me this week, and I pray encourages you as well. We're all in a season where we have some good days, some tough days, and everything in between. And David was a man in the scriptures that really dealt with a lifetime of some highs and some lows and some huge disappointments and circumstances around him that were really challenging. And one of the things that David learned is the importance of speaking to himself. As our friend Steve Backlund said, actually you're crazy if you don't speak to yourself. So Psalm 145 is something that's been ministering deeply to my spirit and soul this week. I've had some challenges. We all had some challenges. But it's ministered deeply, and I pray the word washes over you as well as you spend time in it. Let me read a bit of this to you and pray it encourages you. Psalm 145 verse 1, I will exalt you, my God, the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. Amazing how David just takes a hold of himself and he speaks to himself and reminds himself who God is. Hey, he carries on. He says, every day, he makes that decision. Every day I will praise you and I will extol your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord, and he is most worthy of our praise. His greatness no one can fathom. I'll keep reading a little further down, verse 8. The Lord is gracious and compassionate. He's slow to anger, and he is rich in love. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made. A little bit further down, the Lord is faithful to all his promises and loving towards all he has made. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves of these truths. The Lord upholds all those who fall and lifts up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look to you, and you give them their food at the proper time. You open your hand and you satisfy the desires of every living thing. God, you are righteous in all your ways and loving towards all you've made. You are near to all who call on you, to all who call on you in truth. You fulfill the desires of those who fear you, and you hear their cry, and you save them. Isn't that powerful? It reminds me of Psalm 34 verse 3, which speaks about how we get to magnify the Lord. It says, come magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I was reminded of, as we take a pair of binoculars, my grandpa's wonderful binoculars that have served me over the years so well. It's so great to be able to take these and see things in the distant that we can't even see with our naked eye. But we take these and suddenly we see details that we could never see before. We see the magnificence of God's splendor, his provision, his faithfulness, his goodness. So come magnify the Lord with me this week. Let's wash over ourselves with the water of the word, and let's enjoy him together. See you Sunday. Can't wait to be together with you all again. God bless.